Welcome back. I want to discuss a specific problem on the preselect filter, and also in doing this I will guide you through a design example of a preselect filter. As you recall, when the receiver has to be used in an environment where there are interfering signals, the design choice is to place the preselect filter ahead of the low noise amplifier. Now, this preselect filter, when designing this filter, we can choose the number of resonators that this filter has. The higher the number of resonators, the more selective the frequency response can be designed. However, increasing the number of resonators also increases the insertion loss of the filter in the passband, and as we have seen, this degrades the sensitivity of a receiver. And this is something that we want to minimize. So, in the example that follows, we will practice on this. And I invite you to follow my step-by-step design procedure. And you can do that by downloading the free software that you can find in this web page. We will be analyzing this case. We have a signal, an RF signal whose passband goes from 10.7 to 11.7 gigahertz, and we want to down convert it to an IF centered at 1.5 gigahertz without spectral inversion. Then we will determine the transfer function of this preselection filter to achieve a 50 dB rejection between a 50 dB image rejection. That means that the image band has to be attenuated 50 dB with respect to our desired passband. For this, we will use a Chebyshev design with 20 dB return loss, and we will assume that this filter has to be realized with a technology having resonators whose Q is 100. And then what we will do is determine the insertion loss of the filter in these conditions, and with this insertion loss we will determine the noise figure of the filter LNA pair for this particular LNA. And we will do it in two conditions, assuming that the LNA is placed ahead of the filter, or that the filter is placed ahead of the LNA. We will assume that the physical temperature is 290 Kelvin, and also that the antenna has a noise temperature of 290 Kelvin. So, follow me in this design exercise to calculate the properties of a preselect